Alright, so today I'm going to do a deck tech on Sultai and then play a traditional constructed with it. So that's the best 2 of 3. So it's pretty standard Sultai list. 4 Land of War Elves, just get some quick mana out. 4 Branch Walkers, 4 Jade Light Rangers, and 4 Wild Growth Walkers, so that's kind of my Explore package there. 3 cast downs, 2 Assassin's Trophies, those are early game removal, 4 Hydroid Crassus, so that's some late gain, or late life gain, also some late card draw. Vraska's Contempt, so that's mostly to deal with those Planeswalkers. Hostage Taker to get rid of some creatures. Vivian, she's just overall great utility along with Vraska. And then Fine Finality, they're really good in some matchups, not so great in others. Mana base, pretty standard. 4 Breeding Pool, 4 Woodland Cemetery, 4 Overgrown Tomb, 3 Watery Grave, 2 Drowned Catacomb, 5 Forests, 2 Swamps. So that's the actual deck now. So going ahead and start a traditional constructed. And there is Sultai. Alright, so game 1. Let's see what we have as an opener. 1 lander. Definitely throwing that back. This looks a lot better. So we've got 3 lands, so not too bad. I can get it down to turn 1 Land of War Elves. Hopefully draw into something a little bit higher mana cost. I don't want another Land of War. So I'm going to pay 2 life, get down turn 1 Land of War. I feel like this deck overall is more of a game 2 and 3 deck. Mainly our post sideboard matches are better. So drawing the Hydroid Crassus was really good though. So Branch Walker on turn 2, never bad. Got a Hydroid Crassus in my hand. I'll probably wait as long as I can for that since it looks like I'm playing against... Ooh, actually no I won't because I'll be trying for a turn 4 Vivian. So I'm going to try for a turn 3 Hydroid Crassus for just 2. Gonna draw me 1, gain me 1. Get in for 2. Let's see, it looks like I'm going to be playing against Esper. Probably Control, although that mid-range, I'd rather be playing against that mid-range, but looks like I'll be playing against Control. I'm going to swing in, hope that they kill a creature. They don't. I really want to get Vivian to resolve, because if I can, I think that I'll win. So I'm going to try a Jade Light Ranger, hope that they counter it. They do not. Find Finality, do I want that? I kind of do. I don't really need lands. If they do a board wipe here, Find Finality is going to be pretty good, because I can get back like a Ranger and a Crassus. Alright, so I'm going to do that same idea again of swinging in, hope that they kill a creature. Again, they did not. They are at 5 though, so I'm going to have to just go for Vivian here. Yeah, and she resolves, so that's really good. So pick a Jade Light. Let's see what they have. They have nothing, so we won game 1. Like I said, it's more of a game 2 and 3 deck though. I didn't see anything, so I'm not sure if they're on the mid-range plan or not. Let's see, how do I get out of this view? I'd rather go into the normal view. There we go. So against the mid-range one, I do bring in some different stuff, but I'm not sure what I'm playing against. So right now I'm just going to bring in some Duresses and Thief of Sanities. Probably not Negates yet, because I'm not really sure what version I'm playing against yet. I'd assume that it's the Control version, so I'm going to take out the Cast Downs, going to take out Hostage Takers, And I'm gonna, let's see, take out one of my Land Wars since I'm on the draw. Personally, I like taking out Land Wars, even though I'm on the draw. I like having them turn 1, but if my opponent is playing Sultai, I'm not really trying to ramp into much. This isn't the best, but I'll keep it. I don't have a turn 1 Land War because I don't have a land that will come in untapped and tap for green. Yes, I do have a turn 1 Land War actually. That's pretty lucky. So turn 1 Land War is pretty nice against this. Like I said, though, I'm not trying to ramp per se, so that would be the best. So there's a Jade Light, turn 2. Trying to get some pressure down. Drawing lands. Not the best, not the worst. I'm fine on lands right now. I do hope to get that Vraska out. Maybe a turn 4 Vraska if I can get both of those Land Wars down. So they've got a Thief of Sanity. I do need to deal with that. If I don't deal with that, that alone can win them the game. I'm going to go ahead and swing. They're not going to block it, guaranteed. Let's see. I'm just going to do a Branch Walker for now. See what I hit. Okay. So I can do that, and then the Watery Grave tapped. So they do get a card with Thief of Sanity, which really is good for them. But if they don't counter it, I've got Vraska that I can hit turn 2. Or turn 4. So they put a Branch Walker in a Cemetery in the graveyard. So that means that this card's maybe not the best. Better than a Branch Walker form, though, so we'll have to see. I'm going to swing for 4. I'm guessing that they have a counter spell, but I have to go for it. Because if they don't, it's fairly good. Yep, they've got the counter. So it looks like they've got this game. Not giving up just yet, but I do have 5 lands in my hand, so that Thief of Sanity is just going to wreck me. And they get to look at the top 3 cards in my library, get the best one, exile it, and they can play it whenever. Even if I kill Thief of Sanity, they can still play it, which is a bit overpowered, in my opinion. It's one of the best cards in the set. So they're putting Fine Finality and Assassin's Trophy in the graveyard, so that means that they got something pretty good, I'm guessing. Wild Growth Walker, decent. Alright, I've drawn another land, so 6 lands in my hand. I'm just going to go ahead and concede that one. It wasn't going anywhere for me. So I now know that they do have Thief of Sanities, at least. So I'm going to go ahead and bring those back in, bring in my Hostage Takers, get rid of those Land Wars since I'm on the play this time. Probably actually get rid of Wild Growth Walkers for this matchup. I mean, they're decent, but they don't do a whole lot. I'd rather have Negates, I believe. So, game 3, starting now. We will be on the play at least, so that's one little advantage there. Have to mulligan. Down to 4, or down to 6. 4 lands though. I can keep this. Don't want a 5th land though. So go ahead and play a Breeding Pool tapped. If you hear a sound in the background, my cat's just going crazy over there with some cardboard. Breeding Pool tapped again, because whenever I can actually play an untapped land without taking damage, it'll be this Woodland Cemetery. So I've got all the black that I need. Ooh, Thought Erasure is really good. So they're hitting my Crosses. Luckily, I did draw another Crosses. Jade Light Ranger. So hopefully get some of that land out of there. Yep, getting into gate. Not bad. It's not looking great for us. Oh, Unmoored Ego. If they hit that Crossus... Yeah, they hit the Crossus. So they're getting rid of the one from my hand, too. Get to draw a card, and it's not going to be Negate, most likely. Ooh, another land. Yeah, I think they've won this one. Should have played the Evergreen Tomb there, but really, I don't think we have much of a shot now. Hostage Taker, it's pretty good. Oh, we are flooding out really bad here, so. Alright, looks like we have lost this one then. I'm just going to go ahead and concede. There's not much that I can do in this situation. Alright, now we're moving on to our second match. Take the cat's cardboard away from her. I mean, she's still got a few back there to play with, but not the really noisy one. Alright, so I'm keeping this hand. Looks pretty good. Not sure what I'm playing against. Looks like another Esper, most likely. Maybe not. Let's see. Oh, it is not Esper. So, I'm not sure what this is. Maybe some kind of an aggressive life gain. So going ahead and do a turn 2 Branch Walker though. Hitting a Wild Growth Walker, so I'm going to leave it there. I don't particularly need it right now, but if they get rid of this Branch Walker, I can find Finality later on. Get back some Explore cards. Also, if they start getting a little aggressive, maybe with a Johnny's Pride Mate or things like that, it'll give me some life later on. So I'm going to leave it up there. Chart of course, they're taking a while to decide what they want to discard. Looks like an island. Alright, so play that tapped, get that Wild Growth Walker in there. Again, I'm not sure what I'm playing against. I don't think that they'd have a board wipe. Even if they do, I have a Find Finality to get back some stuff. Resplendent Angel, so that's a really good one. I do have a Cast Down though, so that is fine for me. Since I'll be playing Cast Down, I'm just going to let that come in tapped. Get rid of their Angel, and swing in. So they are now at 14. Bridemate, that's what I thought this deck was, most likely, so it's pretty good. I mean, I've got a lot of removal though, so Cast Down, get in there for 4. Anything in my graveyard? I do not yet. Alright, looks like they're doing another Chart of Course, which is not good for them if they're not doing that Chart of Course after an attack. That's pretty bad. What did they discard? A Mystic Archaeologist. Alright, so I'm guessing this is some kind of a budget deck. Just my current thought. I'm actually not going to get rid of that Primate because I'm not really afraid of it right now. So what I'm going to do is just play Jade Light Ranger. That's going to pump my Wild Growth Walker up. I can get in there for with 2 3-power creatures, so they don't want to block that. And drop a Woodland Cemetery, and I just want to end here. So let's see what they play. They can't have a whole lot. Oh, that's actually pretty good. legendary, +1/+1, flying, vigilance, and lifelink. So we're going up to 10. I should still have lethal as long as nothing happens. Alright, Vraska's Contempt. This should give me lethal. Yep, swing in, and they know. Alright, so game one, I'm not too sure what I was playing against. I probably want Thief of Sanity, just because, honestly, I'm very biased. One of my favorite cards. So, put that in, and like I said last game, I do think it's a little overpowered, but if it's on our side, why not? So I'm going to take out Land of War Elves. That's kind of what my go-to to take out is, because late game, they're one of the worst draws, and I don't really need to ramp against this deck. Most of the time, if it's something that I don't need to race, say like a mirror match or something, I'm going to be taking out this Land of War Elves. Alright. This is a really good hand. So we've got a turn 2 Wild Growth Walker followed by a Jade Light into a Branch Walker. Or I can go with the Thief of Sanity plan. I've actually got 2 Thief of Sanities. This is just, it's about as good as it gets for what I'm wanting to do with this deck. I'm going to go on ahead and go for the Walker plan. So they've got that 2/2 common that's pretty crappy. It's got that whenever another creature comes in, you gain a life. And they've got the enchantment that does the same thing. So yeah, I mean, that Primate's going to be pretty good if I can't get an answer to it. It's a 4/4 already, but I've just got a feeling that they will not be able to. So I can either do Thief of Sanity here and try to get something from them. I'm going to do that because that opens up more removal for that Ajani's Primate. I am going to take a pretty big hit to the face, but I've got a lot of life gain in these 2 cards. So I can take a few hits. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So they do have a... Oh, not the library. Do have a Chart of Course they didn't have to discard on. Alright, Johnny's Welcome. That's fine. Ooh, another Wild Growth Walker. So I really do like that. I am going to go ahead and swing with this and not my Wild Growth Walker because I do want to leave that as a blocker later on. Johnny's Welcome. It's okay. Not what I really want. So go ahead and do Wild Growth Walker now. So, looking back, I maybe should have swung with the other one. Played this before combat and swung with the other one. Yeah, I think that was probably the right play. So I probably should have swung with the other one as a 2/4. I'll accept that mistake. Not like they would have blocked, so I would have gotten in 2 more damage, but like I said, this looks like a budget deck, so I don't think that we're going to have any kind of trouble winning against this. Oh, Dovin. I mean, that's a good one. It's going to be a big Primate hit that I'm going to be taking, but this will gain me 12. So I can take the 11, gain it right back. Not too upset with that. I'm actually going to pay the 2 life here so that I can do both. Going ahead and cast down there. Make sure that goes through. Yep. Now I'm going to Jade Light. I'm going to Jade Light before combat because I don't care what I hit off Thief of Sanity. I'm going to need to gain that 12 life back. It's not like a do or die thing, but I do want to get rid of Dovin just because it's really good. Is that both of them attacking? Because yeah, it is. Okay. So I do want to get rid of Dovin if I can. So I'm going to swing all of those at Dovin. Just hope that I can get rid of Dovin. You should be able to, unless they blocked all. Yep. Alright. So Dovin's gone. I've got 2-1 Jade Light Ranger out there to block, but I'm at 21, so I'm in a really good spot. Like I said, though, it's kind of a budget deck that I'm playing against, I'm guessing. I mean, no competitive decks play a Senate Guild Mage, so I feel pretty good in this spot that there's nothing that they can do. Even a board wipe, I'm fine, because I've still got a Thief of Sanity in my hand. That'd be the best thing that they could have. Oh, they discarded a Planeswalker. What does this one do? Gain 1 life for each creature you control. Creatures never actually seen that played. Alright, so they are at 30. Means it's going to be a long matchup. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of their Pride Mate, because it gets big quick. And I'm going to go ahead and play my Johnny's Welcome. I'll swing in. You know, I'm just going to swing out. Alright, pretty big hit. On Sarah's Wings, that's a really good one for me. It costs 4 though, so I'm not playing it this turn. I'm not upset that I can't play it this turn, because I'd rather get that Johnny's Welcome out with another Thief of Sanity. If they somehow have a board wipe, yes, I'm dead. But this being a budget deck, I do not foresee any, what is it, Nova Cleansing, the 5 mana, destroy all creatures. Alright, so it looks like they don't have a whole lot going on. I'm just going to go ahead and swing out. I don't even particularly want to play on Sarah's Wings. I'm hoping that I can hit them. I mean, I saw one of the Johnny Planeswalkers. Maybe they have another one. I also saw a Dovin, so I'd rather hit a Planeswalker if I can. But like I said, they're basically dead anyway, so I'm not going to overextend if I don't have to. Divination, that's a really good one for me. And the other one hits Mystic Archaeologist. Sure, I'll take that. I can actually use its ability in this deck. So go ahead and do that. That's fine. I'm going to keep that, I mean, like we said, just in case there is a board wipe. I highly doubt it, though. Alright, looks like that's game. So just swing out. Yep, and that's game. Alright, 2-0'd that one. Wasn't really a competitive deck, though, so not super surprised. So our third match of the day. Let's see what we're going to get. Yeah, I haven't changed my character back since they did that special that kind of reset them all. So this has a turn 1 Land War Elves into a turn 2 Explore if I want to. This is really something I'd think about keeping, but I'm going to have to mulligan. This is... Honestly, I would have probably rather had the first hand, but this is fine. I've got 2 lands, that's guaranteed. It's gonna be slow. Definitely slow. Right, a 3rd land on top, that's pretty good. So, going ahead and play that. I do need to hit a blue source, which I think that I play like 10 at least in there. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm going to play that tapped. Looks like the mirror match. I don't like playing the mirror match games just because they're extremely long, extremely grueling. It's something that I just really not a fan of. I'm going to go ahead and cast down this dude since I've not got much else going on in this hand. even if I were to play a hostage taker, I'd rather wait a little bit, see if I can get something better from that. Alright, so I need this blue, or this is going to be a really quick game. Yep. You know, whenever they showed me that Chupacabra, I was thinking that they might not be playing the blue version, because I know the blue version plays hostage takers instead, usually, at least. Alright, like I said, we have not much going on. If I can draw into blue, I will hostage take their Crosses in just 2 seconds. And hopefully be able to play it for myself. But they will probably Chupacabra that to knock that down, but it will at least kill that Crosses. So let's hope for this blue mana. It is still no blue mana. This is really just a poor game for me without drawing any lands. The tap for blue mana. Yep, I'm down to 13. It looks like it's not going to be the best. Wild Growth Walker, so I can go ahead and slam it. It's a blocker. That's probably the best thing that I have right now. It also baits out that Chupacabra, hopefully. So, yes, there's the Chupacabra. So they're going to get in for 5. If I can draw a land, I have Find Finality, which would wipe their board. And then, hopefully I'll be able to get out my own Crosses, maybe get back into it. That's if I can draw land. Hopefully a blue source. Land. Not at all what we wanted to see. Just gonna have to pass the turn. That's what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am just gonna take the 7. That would take me to 1. It means that any shock land will not do it. But I'd rather do that than Assassin's Trophy right now, honestly. And neither of them would have even helped at all. So I'm going to go ahead and concede. Alright, so against the mirror match, I usually bring in Disdainful Stroke against those Planeswalkers I'm playing against mostly, and against Crosses. Eldest Reborn, because it's just really good, especially if they play, I know some decks play on the sideboard the big old stupid dinosaur, that 7/6 Hexproof Trampled. So it's against that. And then I also bring in, what else did I just stick in here? I also bring in my 2 Thief of Sanities that come in almost every single matchup that I play against. Like I said, my favorite card. In standard right now, probably. So take out those Assassin's Trophies. I do not like Assassin's Trophy in the mirror match. I hate giving them lands. Speaking of that, I hate giving them lands. I also love giving myself lands, so I keep in 4 Llanowar Elves. So I am going to take out, this might be a bit controversial, I'm going to take out 1 Wild Growth Walker and 1 Branch Walker. So I really do like Wild Growth Walker in this matchup. Not as a 4-of. Same thing with Branch Walker. So, they're really good. Early game stuff's not the best, though, in my opinion. Alright, so we'll be on the play. You know, this is not the best by any means, but I like it. I do like it. In the mirror match. Because Vraska can win that mirror match. If I just get out Vraska, I think I've got a chance. They're going to mulligan down to 5. That's good for us. It's a chance that we can just get out a turn 5 Vraska and win it from that. They also put one on the bottom, so that's pretty good for us again. Okay, so we drew a Jadelight Ranger, which I like. I'm going to go ahead and just forest into this Jadelight Ranger. Vraska's Contempt. So I'm going to keep that there. Like I said, Planeswalkers, one of the best things in this matchup you can have. Ooh, they're on one land. I know that feeling. So they're going to take this 5, and they're going to hope that they draw more lands. Taking 2. Oh, Branch Walker. So that's not bad. They hit another land, so that's good for them. I can drop a Colossus here for 3, and I already know that next turn I'm playing the Vraska, so I am going to go ahead and drop that Colossus out. Swing in for 4. See how that does? Yep. They're not blocking, and kind of thought that they might, just to not take that 4 damage. Another Branch Walker. Pretty good. Midnight Reaper, that's a really good one in this matchup. Not in his situation, or her situation per se, but it's pretty good. So I'm going to drop that Vraska, and unless they have a Contempt, I feel like this is just game. Drop that. I'm going to swing in. They basically have to block here. Yeah, they have to block. So if they can't get rid of this Vraska, I think they're going to scoop. Even if they can, they are in a really bad situation because I still have out Hydroid Colossus with flying. I still have out that 2/2 Menace dude. I mean, they're going to have to take that 5 down to 3. I'm going to play Breeding Pool tapped since I don't need anything untapped. Chupacabra, so that's pretty good. Chupacabra can get rid of Hydroid Colossus. I kind of want to Contempt just so that I definitely get through with this. So I am going to go ahead and Vraska's Contempt here on their Chupacabra. Alright, so like I said, I'm definitely going to get in. They have to block Land of War here. They have to, or else they die. So, swinging with that Land of War also. They are at 1. Now, the only reason that I wouldn't play this is if I think that they have a fine finality. However, against this match, or in this matchup, I think that there's a lot more likely things that they could have other than fine finality. Hostage Taker, that's good. Yep, you're going to get rid of my token. So, Branch Walker. Cast down. Alright, so let's see how this goes. I've got decent shot here. Odd Growth Walker and Thief of Sanity. Well, I need to get rid of Thief of Sanity, just have to. They can get it back with this, though, interestingly. So, let's see. I'm going to swing in. They can block. They're going to trade with probably Hostage Taker. Yeah. So they're going to trade with that Hostage Taker. I'm going to go ahead and play my land. They're actually in a good spot. Even though they're at 1, I don't have any cards. I've got nothing against a Thief of Sanity. If they return Thief of Sanity, yep, that's what I would do too. Returning Thief of Sanity, yep. So getting in there with that Thief would be insane, and that's what's going to happen. Looks like they will be, yeah. They are at 1. Don't think I have any direct damage in here, so pretty sure that they're going to have this. If they put a Vivian in the graveyard, they have something good that they're about to put out. Oh yeah, Hydroid Colossus, that's really good for them. They go up to 3, they get a 4/4 flyer. Can't get much better than that. Wow. Still hitting those lands. So, well, I got them down to 1. Not the best. So, I'm about to lose this. I do lose 500 of my tokens. No, coins. That's what they're called. But, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and concede. They've got this. There's no way. Fine Finality would be my only option, and even that isn't going to take care of that Odd Growth Walker. So it was just a really bad. I mean, it's mirror match. It's pretty 50-50 there. Really bad draws on that. No rares even. Oh, horrible. Alright. Hope you guys liked that first stream there with Sultai. I'll probably do another one or two today. So nice to meet you guys.